Hey everybody, Jedi Toy Master Dad here, and in this video, well, we decided to surprise the boys and take them to a very special place, the legendary, beloved Toys R Us. So yeah, that's right. Even though Toys R Us was basically closed its doors here in the United States and went bankrupt basically because of some kind of I guess corporate finagling or regrouping or whatever, they've been managed to kind of reopen that brand. So there's only 2 physical Toys R Us stores in the country right now in the United States. There's one in Texas, in Houston I believe, in a mall, and there's one in New Jersey here on the East Coast in the Westfield Mall in Paramus. Both are in malls, and both are very different than what we remember Toys R Us being. So anyway, we've been wanting to go for a while, and we decided to hit it up this past weekend and surprise the boys. They had no idea. They thought we were just gonna go to a couple of toy stores in the mall and maybe go on a little toy hunt. They had no idea what was in store. So that's enough. I've said too much. Check out the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and check out some of our other videos. I'll put some in the info card over here, and let me know what you think. If you've been to any of these Toys R Us's, let us know in the comments below, but I'll come back at the end for some final thoughts. Check it out. So here we are in the Westfield Mall, in the Garden State Plaza Mall, also known as the Westfield Mall in New Jersey. And like I said before, there's only 2 of these here. There's one in Texas and one here in Jersey. It's a very special toy store, and they still don't know where we are. Do you have any idea where we're going, Logan?
Are you going to Walmart here?
There's no Walmart here. So they still have no idea where we're going. There's the sign over there. The sign is right there. Oh my God. I see the sign, it's right there. Here we go. Let's see their reaction. There it is right there. What is that?
It's Toys R Us.
Is what is it?
Toys R Us.
Here go your depot. Ah, there you go.
Daddy, come over here.
I thought we would never be back. We would see one of these ever again.
So happy.
Only 2 in the country. Here we go.
I really want one.
That is so cool.
Taco King.
Oh, look at the Legos. It's the Lego Man. It's Emmett. Say cheese.
Look guys, these are the ones that make it spin.
Oh.
We want these ones. We need these ones, Daddy. Oh, I just called it Ninja. Oh, wait, I'm playing Fortnite. I play Fortnite.
Oh boy. Go down. Oh, he went down the tube. Come back. Come back, Logan. Oh, there he is. Oh. got some Star Wars. Look, that's Wedge.
Wait.
And they have Jana.
Luke.
Oh, they have Luke. They have Stormtrooper. There's Poe. Luke. Go, Blakey. Are you driving? Really? Say cheese. So there it is. That's Toys R Us. I mean, it's very different than what we remember. I mean, my local Toys R Us, there's actually another video on here. One of our earlier videos, one of our first videos actually, is our last trip to Toys R Us. I'll link it right here so you can check that out. But it's very different experience. Toys R Us was just like a massive toy store with just humongous aisles of toys, and you know, it's not the Toys R Us that I grew up. It's become, this is basically kind of like an FAO Schwartz type of model, where it's basically you just go and you see some toys and you get to try some of them out, and it's kind of like I would compare it to like a toy Apple store in a way, because that's kind of like what it is. Like you go to the Apple store and you get to sit down and hang out and try it out, and you know, it's like a place almost like to hang out. I mean, honestly, the only thing missing from an Apple store is a coffee shop, which I wouldn't be surprised if they do. So that's what this kind of was. You know, the boys had a great time. They were running around having a great time. They got to try out a lot of different things. I like the fact that everything was kind of like in sections. Like they had like, you know, like Paw Patrol and Lego and Nintendo and Nerf. And then of course they had like the little checkout area to pay for what you're buying. And they even had like an interactive section, as you saw, where you can play some Nintendo Switch games. And then they had like kind of like a play area. Like they had like this little tree house in the middle. And then of course they had Jeffrey, who got to walk around and say hi to the kids and, you know, take pictures. So it's really, I don't know, it's interesting. I think these two stores that have opened up are kind of like to test the waters. My whole feeling with Toys R Us is that, you know, Toys R Us got so big that they almost became a little greedy, like, because they were so big, there were so many Toys R Us's, it was hard to sustain. That's my take. That's my 2 cents on the new Toys R Us. Was it cool? Was it fun? Yeah, it was cool. It was fun. But at the end of the day, it's going to take a lot for them to be back to the size that they were before. The other thing that was interesting is that they must have made some kind of deal with Target, because they had all these little computer stations, these little screens at every section where you can like look up toys. And basically in those sections, when you would look up the toy to buy, or if you go to Toys R Us website and you click on a toy to buy it, it takes you to Target. Like it takes you to the Target website to order. So I don't know what that's about. I guess that's a way for them to have inventory and kind of, I don't know, like is Toys R Us basically, do they just have like an affiliate link for Target, and they're kind of getting a kickback from Target for sending customers there because Target has the warehouse to hold the stock for these toys and Toys R Us really doesn't? I don't know. It's interesting, and it could be a way for them to kind of like test the waters before they jump into the toy market again. I really miss Toys R Us, and I really miss the good old days of Toys R Us. And it was great to go there. It was great to see Toys R Us again, to see that name in big letters, and see Jeffrey. I missed that guy. But let's see what happens. There's only 2 in the country. Like I said, Toys R Us in Canada is still alive and well, and in other countries you still see Toys R Us. Like, I mean, if you go to Instagram, you just search Toys R Us, the Canadian Toys R Us's are alive and well. You can go to a Toys R Us and it's as if nothing happened. They have everything that you would normally get at Toys R Us from when you remember. But we'll see what happens here in the States. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you clicked like already. And if you didn't, click the like button. And if you didn't like it, fine, do the unlike button. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I don't care. And make sure you subscribe and check out some of our other videos here on the channel. And I'll say this, in the beginning of the video, there was a little weird intro that basically says this is not a kids channel, and that's because of this whole YouTube federal government thing. The truth in the matter is, this is a channel for all lovers of toys and Star Wars in particular, and we're a Star Wars family. It's a family channel. It's not specifically for kids. I'm not teaching lessons that are for kids. I mean, it's basically me and my kids having fun and looking at toys and talking Star Wars whenever I can hop in the car and talk Star Wars. So if that means that it's a kids channel, then I don't really agree with that classification, but we'll see how it goes. In any event, please make sure you spread the word. We would love this channel to continue to grow and thrive. Check us out on Instagram as well. And no, that's about it. So we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you.